Regarding today's topic, please take a look at this article. This article discusses a company that helps people pretend to go to work. Previously on this channel, I introduced a story about how in China, many unemployed individuals find it difficult to confess their situation to their families. As a result, they pretend to go to work every day by spending time in libraries or Starbucks. Quite some time has passed since that story, and now, in China, libraries and Starbucks are crowded with such individuals, making it challenging to secure a spot. Recognizing this need, a new business has emerged to help these people simulate going to work. This is attracting attention. The service costs 30 yuan per day, or to be precise, about 29.97 yuan, and allows individuals to use a dedicated space from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This space is designed to resemble an office, complete with unlimited Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and the absence of prying eyes. Unlike spending an entire day at Starbucks, where people might feel self-conscious, this space removes such pressures. For example, individuals can even draft proposals and simulate submitting them to a boss's desk. Although it's not a real office, this setting allows people to simulate work scenarios and even film themselves working as proof to show someone if needed. This type of business has attracted significant attention in China, where many find it impossible to admit to their families that they've lost their jobs. People are shocked that such businesses have emerged, reflecting how severe the situation has become. Even in Taiwan, numerous articles are being published about the hardships in China, underscoring the gravity of the situation. However, as I mentioned earlier, this is not a sudden phenomenon. For years, many unemployed individuals in China have been going to libraries daily to maintain the facade of having a job. The critical issue is why unemployment is so prevalent in China. One reason is the deteriorating Chinese economy. Externally, many countries are wary of imports from China, restricting products that were traditionally exported in large volumes. For instance, China's strategy to sell many electric vehicles, EVs, has encountered significant hurdles, especially in Europe, where high tariffs have been imposed, slowing exports. Consequently, China's trade performance is vastly different from the expectations of the Communist Party. They assumed that offering cheaper goods would dominate global markets, but other countries, unwilling to let their industries suffer, have imposed protective measures. While China has long been a vast domestic market, theoretically capable of sustaining itself due to its large population, the reality is different. Though China has a significant consumer base, it also has a large producer base. Economic balance is crucial. If 10 people produce goods for 100 people, the producers profit significantly. But if 100 people produce goods for 100 people, profits diminish. China's massive population leads to extraordinary production capacity, but without sufficient domestic consumption, the economy falters. The Chinese Communist Party has not implemented policies to ensure that domestic consumption matches production. Most Chinese people remain impoverished and lack the purchasing power to consume domestically produced goods and services. Despite producing large volumes of cars and smartphones, many Chinese cannot afford them. Thus, China's domestic economy struggles. Addressing the wealth gap and empowering the poor to become consumers would stimulate the economy. However, structural issues make this nearly impossible. Instead, China has relied on exporting cheap goods. However, other nations resist the influx of inexpensive Chinese products, fearing harm to their industries. This resistance has exacerbated China's economic woes. This situation results from the Communist Party's authoritarian governance, which disproportionately concentrates wealth in a small elite, leaving the masses in poverty. Turning to Japan, similar issues are emerging. For example, Japanese household incomes have decreased over the decades. Data from 1990 to 2019 shows that real wages and disposable incomes have declined, despite rising prices. The middle and lower classes face increasing financial strain, reducing their capacity to consume. This stagnation mirrors some of China's issues, albeit less severe. Japan's systemic problems lie in its governance and lack of collective awareness of the issues. Many Japanese voters may not fully grasp the significance of declining disposable incomes or the broader economic implications. The media, tasked with informing the public, often fails to highlight these issues effectively. Without public awareness and pressure, political and economic reforms remain unlikely. Therefore, platforms like YouTube could play a vital role in addressing these problems. By disseminating accurate information and fostering public discussion, individuals and groups can help shape a political and economic landscape that prioritizes collective well-being over narrow interests.